This book, first published in 1692, and although it speaks of Brother Lawrence in these pages, what was true 320 some years ago, and since the beginning of time, is still true today. God sent Jesus, and he sends all of us not to impress, but to serve. Brother Lawrence said that the worst that could happen to him would be to lose his sense of God. But the goodness of God assured Brother Lawrence that he, God, would not forsake Brother Lawrence. God would give him strength to bear whatever evil God permitted to happen to him. So, Brother Lawrence feared nothing. He also said he had no occasion to consult with anybody about his state, because when Brother Lawrence had attempted to do it, he always came away more perplexed. Par for the course, consulting people instead of just going straight to Jesus first. Brother Lawrence said, since he was conscious of his readiness to lay down his life for the love of God, he also had no apprehension of danger. Kind of sounds like Jesus. And this part of the book finishes and says, perfect resignation to God is a sure way to heaven. And get this, sure, this book was written about Brother Lawrence's life, but it is ultimately saying what God did through Jesus. Jesus came to serve, not to impress. Jesus came to die for our sin. And Jesus never feared or questioned, and he also never consulted, like took advice from anybody about it at that time. Not only were his followers so confused every time he told them what he came to do, none of their confusion or answers changed Jesus' mind. He came to do the will of God, to serve, not to impress. And the closer we get to Jesus, like Brother Lawrence, the more our heart's desire will turn from this world. We will delight instead in serving others. And if you do wonder what makes a lasting impression, like Jesus, Brother Lawrence did not have a big display case in his living room full of accolades and awards. But yet, we are still reading about them hundreds and thousands of years later. And just like our senior pastor Julie said this past week, he didn't come to impress. He came to serve. So, instead of trying to impress that coworker or that fellow over there or all the people in the online world, or shoot, God himself, start by serving. Just give him your time, because he, God, does want to talk with you. Let the conversation and the demonstration of his love through you begin.